Well, good morning, everyone. Coming from the air conditioning out to the wet and humid environment, you probably see a hazy screen. That'll correct a little bit later. But anyway, we're going to get started on a new project today. We have a new house. Well, a storage shed. But today, I'm going to work on continuing a little bit of shed organization, and I'm gonna do the flooring. So anyway, let's let the camera get used to being outside in the humidity, and let's get started. Storage shed. I need to go out and build some steps to create some steps, but anyway, this area here is just a mud path. Just waiting for the grass to grow back. But yesterday we put down this flooring. Need to order a little bit more for the front there, but anyway, but all the full pieces went down and everything. I moved the storage of the Christmas tree stuff, the Halloween stuff, and all this other stuff that was in our garage, including dog kennels, a beach raft, my son's soccer training kick return, and I put it in here. Also hung wall storage. This stuff here is pretty cool. It's metal pegboard, but they actually have all kinds of different items to it. This is all what comes with a kit from Amazon for about $110. And then, well, not the parts that are hanging from it. But anyway, I'm gonna probably need to expand it a little bit more. As far as power for this storage shed, I'm probably gonna use the Bluetti for a while. Anyway, it'll take up to 300 watts of AC output. It's a 500 battery. And so anyway, it'll provide power. Also in here, when it got really hot yesterday, that's how I actually ran the battery down, is I powered on a fan. And I was blowing cool air inside here. And this worked pretty good. The fan uses 69 watts, so it'll run that battery down really pretty quick. I actually have not started charging the battery until yesterday. Late yesterday afternoon, I came up with the idea of using a portable solar panel here. This is a 120 watt panel, and I just used some tiki torch light holders and stick it in the ground. I've got it mounted inside the unit, so I can just open the door and allow the panel to charge. It charged about 73 watts. I put it out late in the afternoon. I can use power tools off that Bluetti if it's charged up to 300 watts at a time. So there's my electrical. Well, this is the Green Anchor storage unit, which we purchased back last summer. And we've done a couple of modifications to it. It's located about 300 feet from the house, so it doesn't seem practical to run electrical out to it. So I put a Renergy 100 watt solar panel on it with a solar panel mount that's actually tilting it pretty good direction towards where the sun is in the wintertime. And so far it's done a phenomenal job of keeping the Bluetti charged. As you can see right now, it is charging at 81 watts, and basically at that rate it'll charge that battery up fully real quick. Now when it's colder, I'll come out here, and I'm surprised it's charging now because it's actually below 50 something degrees. I'm not certain exactly what it is in here, but it's like 37 outside, 40 degrees outside. But according to this, I get an E7 error. I came out and was wondering what in the world was an E7 error. An E7 error is when it is too cold to charge batteries. It's supposed to be above 55 degrees to charge batteries. So what I'm really impressed with is it'll actually automatically update itself and know, hey, it's above 50 degrees, I can start charging the Bluetti up. This is a storage unit with just the light from the windows and the door. I have installed some Amazon LED light strips, I guess you'd call those strips. Another thing I did is I just basically built a little workbench right here. I used a 1/2-inch piece of plywood that I actually just had laying around, and a couple of 2x4s, a 4x4 for a post, and then I just connected it to the wall, to the studs of the wall to basically support it in the back. But this is a good solid. I used wall controlled. They make some metal pegboard systems, so you don't use the particle pegboard anymore, you use the metal pegboard. And I've gone out and bought their system, and they use these little clips right here that pop into place to hold different items. You know, basically you put them in place and they'll hold things. I've got it here so it holds my channel locks, vice grips. They make screwdriver mounts here. I've even got it so it's holding this multi-tool right here. And then they have this so it'll actually hold your drills. You can also put extra batteries up here, although for me it works best just to put the drill bits up here. So anyway, everything is really organized and real nice for working out here when I need to work out here. And I even have a radio out here. So I actually have the radio that I can turn on and I can get some music and work out here. All of this is powered off the solar power, and which charges the Bluetti. This Sangen radio actually had a 12-volt input into the back. So what I did is I ran the solar power cable. It comes into the back of the Bluetti, and then I've got this cable right here that's the output, and it goes into that distribution Anderson power pole distribution plugs. So I actually have it so this goes out, goes in the Anderson power pole distribution, and then I have another one that goes to the radio, and then one that goes out to the light switches for the light. Everything in here is real nice and organized, and I'm still left with a work area to basically do the work. Now let me show you what it looks like at night. I thought I'd do a quick video here at night. You can't really see the shed too much, but this is the storage shed. And inside here, on the side of the building up on that end, there's actually a 100-watt Renergy solar panel. What I actually have connected to it right now is I have the lights. I got a cable that runs back here, and I put in just a regular electrical switch, light switch, but it's actually running only 12 volts. But anyway, I could turn it on and off. And then from there, Amazon sells these little strips that are LED strips, and they sell 4 to a pack. So I've got 2 of them that are running up there. I've got another one that I actually mounted to the bottom of the shelving here. And then, and I've got some more. I'm going to probably put 1 or 2 underneath here. I also just took some wood that I had from building the deck, and I had a piece of plywood in here, and I built a very sturdy workbench. I used the wall control system, and so anyway, I have all the drill here, a flashlight, drill bits right here. I've got this particular tool right here, the Job Max tool. But anyway, I've got all my standard tools here that are just just sitting right here. I've got my angle rulers and everything here, levels and everything. So, and then I bought these little plastic boxes. They actually mount to a rail that you just snap it in there. And so I have little parts boxes that are mounted underneath here. I've got my Bluetti right here. My Bluetti actually also has an AC output that I'll turn on when I need to use it. And so I can recharge batteries. I actually came out here one night and put together a raised garden bed, and I assembled it here in the when it was dark outside, but I was able to assemble it in here. So this provides a good storage space, a good workspace, and everything else for what you're gonna need. I also used a lot of these, a lot of this closet shelving and put these racks up so I can raise and lower the shelves, add more shelves if I want to. And then I even put some shelving above the door there to allow us to have more, you know, as much space as possible. And I had one extra wall control. They come in 3-packs, so I just mounted this one over here to keep, you know, just some things that don't really have other places for them. I used the Rubbermaid Fast Track to hang, you know, to hang weed eaters and leaf blowers and shovels, drip irrigation tubing, and all of the outdoor tubes out here, outdoor tools out here. So as a shed, this works out real well, but it gets the lawnmower, it gets all the garden tools out of the garage, and gets them out here to where you're going to probably use them more in the backyard. I have space underneath this area right here where I'll probably put a rolling tool chest to keep like nut drivers and, you know, basically your ratchet wrenches and stuff like that. But what I'm most impressed with is the how well the Bluetti does and how well these real cheap light strips do. Just running, I just ran a 14 gauge cable out to wire each individual light. I ran I think a 12 gauge cable from the light switch over to the Anderson power pole connection point that just runs into the Bluetti. And anyway, and I'm not hooked to any municipal power at this point. If the Bluetti gets discharged, of course, I can always take it in the house and charge it. You buy these sheds, you can buy them either just stick them up on blocks to level them out, or you can have them and cut in a concrete pad, or you can have them come and put in a level gravel pad. And anyway, it's a little bit more expensive to do the gravel pad, and a couple friends said, hey, go ahead and spend the extra money, don't do the blocks. So they came out with a small, very small bulldozer, leveled the area out, put a truck of gravel in here, and then they sit it on top of here so it's level. I gotta tell you, I'm really happy with this Green Acres, with the Green Acres shop. Very top-notch customer service, and it's a very quality made product. So now, if you can go along YouTube, you can find people with these videos that have bought these storage units, and they've put insulation and sheetrock and turned these into an office. But for what I'm doing, this is perfect. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. And hope this gives you ideas on items that you can do for your yard.